Guys, don't forget to subscribe and help the channel get to 150k subs. Welcome to FANS Wethu TV. It's the World Cup qualifiers. Bafana 1, Nigeria 1. I'm joined by the kid with no sense.
Sipho, fighting no one, fixing African football.
That's right.
Don't care who says what, Sipho. But let's first go and correct the interview that I did previously, Sipho. I think that my problem was only reading the main the headline, not reading the subsections of the law, Sipho. The law, it says itself, okay, when the ball deflects on the body and hits the hand, it's not a handball. But only if when we are defending. If it was maybe our Mukwena in that box, when we were defending, the ball hit it there, then it was gonna be not a handball.
Yes.
But it's a different story when you are attacking and when the players are taking, when he's scoring. Because of in football, you can never score by any hand, even if it's incidental or whatever, or accidental. It's a handball. So I think in the previous interview, I a little bit said a different. I didn't go through the subsections, but anyways, we make mistakes too. So I think the goal was not supposed to be allowed. I think even there was a foul leading to that goal. There was a foul that happened on Rowan Williams. They fouled Rowan Williams during that kind of thing. So the goal was not supposed to be allowed. But you know how African is, man, in terms of referees and everything too. But let's get into the game. I think it's a game that unfortunately as Bafana we didn't live up to our expectation, our abilities too. I think this game, man, we had the chance of winning this game with the amount of players that we have on the bench. The likes of Abu Foster, the likes of Abu Arenas, the likes of Abu Talent and Bata. I think the era, okay, from defense-wise, we were very, very much good. I think what they told the coach, what they told to our right back and left back was don't push, don't overlap today. You just stay stationary on a stationary point to do your work. Because you could see Okabini, they were not overlapping, they were not doing their job as usual. In terms of overlapping, you will always go up. But today they told them to play much deeper because of those boys, those guys, they have speed still, they have power, so they were gonna penetrate us. You saw there was a point where Munyana, when you got in, I think it was Mdunyela. There was a point where Mdunyela shapaki hamstring and he wanted to overlap. Then that guy, I don't know, Teresa came and utilized us. I think from the defense we were very good in terms of the combination. Mbogazi and Gezan. I think Mbogazi has matured in the games. He has grown in the game. His qualities in terms of the diagonal balls going forward, he gives you those kind of passes. Defensive wise, he's very, very much strong. But he had a very, very good game and deservingly man of the match. Played very well. Those Nigerians, they were not getting that time in the box. They were not getting that chance to penetrate and score in the box. Williams much protected today. Didn't see much mistakes. Only the mistake that happened, but I cannot blame him. I can blame the pitch because the pitch was not very in good conditions. So that type of ball, in terms of the foot, the guys, you can blame him in terms of the hands, but on the foot, don't blame him still. So I think our problem was in the midfield. Hugo Bruce went to the game. I think he wanted a draw. We were too much defensive in the midfield. We didn't need to play a talented. We didn't need to play an Obas and Mukwena. They played the same football, Steve. Too much defensive. They don't give you anything progressively. So okay, Mukwena will give you those short, long passes going forward, but they don't give you anything that progressive thing going forward. So what do? They overload their work on Mbule. Mbule, we know, is not a 90 minutes player, and this season he has never played sort of 90 minutes. I don't know if maybe he played. If he played 90 minutes, he played what? Never played 90 minutes this season, Steve. So he's not a 90 minutes player, and you overload him with the work of marking the ball, doing those progression passes, and you saw he tried to meet it, but unfortunately there were spaces that were left, Steve. Spaces that needed us to play a talent and batter in those kind of spaces. Behind Unkoda, there was too much space, Steve. All the time when we were taking, there was too much space. The boy even was forced to play more deeper. Nkota and Apolis roles are just those roles that you're gonna get the ball as a talent and batter, and you're gonna pass them the ball, and they're gonna do those runs, cutting and score. Their job is not to go and look for the ball. Today they were forced to go and look for the ball because of the work was overloaded to Mbule, because of we were playing too much defensive, no creativity in the middle, no progression passes in the middle, Steve. So I think that's what killed us today. We needed a triple M in the midfield. You saw what happened last game, Steve. That triple M did wonders. Umrembola, Umbata, Mbule. They did wonders. There was no need for you to change. But I understand the changes of going to this game. You didn't want much to allow them to sort of penetrate your midfielder, or not penetrate your midfielder, penetrate your defense, Tibo. So you needed two defensive midfielders. But I don't think we needed them, Tibo. I don't think we really needed them to play in the game. I'm not saying Obas didn't play a good game. He played up to his ability. His ability always, even because announced Tibo, they never start Obas. If they want to win the game, they never start Obas. What do? They get him into the game when you start wanting to lock the midfielder. You remember even the time of Coach Rene Mokoena, every time when he wants to lock the midfielder, you take out Tambazwani, you put in Obas. He's there to lock the midfielder. That means if you lock the midfielder, there are not going to be any progression passes. That's why you put an overload job to Mbule. So I think that's what killed us. In terms of Foster is a Mabasa. And also, I'm not saying he played a bad game today. He played up to his ability of doing what? Getting the ball and Ashapedi tap in. But there were no those crosses into the Koena. He's not a player. In this game, we needed a player like maybe a Mahopa type of player. A player who can go and mark the ball. Because there was nobody who was giving the ball in the midfield. It was only a job of Mbule. Those spaces, they will need to be covered by a player like Mahopa. You know, Mahopa sometimes not give you goals. But in those tight spaces, he can do the job. In those kind of spaces where you need them, he will always be there. Allow you to pass the ball. But we needed a player who can play in those spaces. Foster is not a player that can play in those spaces. That's why maybe Reyners was going to come and do something. But also Reyners was going to give us something. But Foster today, not relaxed too much. Like we needed him to mark. But anyway, he's not a player that can mark. Steve always keep playing. What does he do? He just wait for it tap in, Ashape in. So I think man, we didn't live to our expectation. We could have won this game. I mean, what we only applied to this game was the pressure only. Even scoring, we didn't score. Let's not lie to ourselves and say we score. We didn't score. It was only because of we applied pressure, and that Nkota pass credit that Nkota cross in Steve. If it was not that cross in, we could have had a bad game in terms of results, Steve. Result wise, okay, it's fine, we drawn, but this game we didn't live up to our own expectations. And going back to what to people saying, Ore, the coach must have played Umfukeng. Here's the thing, people don't listen to me very well. They just read the caption only, didn't listen to what I said, Steve. But Jaja from the caption, Umfukeng was never in the plans of Hugo Bruce. That's why today he never got an opportunity to play. He was never in the plans of Hugo Bruce, because Hugo Bruce said in the media that I'm calling the boy because I don't want to kill the boy. The boy previously is not playing very well. I mean, 7 games, 0 assists, 0 goals. I mean, really? Statistically, doesn't allow him to be in the Bafana currently. Yeah. But unfortunately, you cannot and not call the boy, because once you not call the boy, you're killing his morale. You're gonna That's why sometimes you need to say, or sometimes even if the boy is not doing very well, but you need to call him, because of once you don't call him, you kill his morale. But unfortunately, it was not in the plans of the coach Hugo Bruce, because we know what last minute so there's a time that you need to put Umfukeng to do those kind of things, but it was not in the plans. I mean, coming against Tibo, we are doing very well, and I want to raise this point. We are doing very well as a national team, but some of the things we need to be fair on. I'm not saying I don't need him in the starting 11. I don't need him in the final 23 or 24. But Makhalwa, a player, a content of the player of the season, a content of the footballer of the season. And King leading in terms of assists last season, leading in terms of assists this season, leading in terms of man of the matches this season. You say that player doesn't deserve to be in the preliminary. I'm not saying anything in terms of the starting lineup and everything. Preliminary squad. You're actually saying the boy didn't do anything at all. Just to motivate the boy to preliminary at least, Steve. What do you need from the boy? No, tell us, what do you need from the boy? Maybe then, if we know what you need from the boy, then he can go back and work, overload himself and work too much better than he's doing currently. What do you need from the boy? What do you need? Do you need him to play for Pirates and be called? No, Chiefs is it's all Chiefs. Chiefs, you can go there and not play for Bafana. You just need to play for Pirates. But it's unfortunate, man. It's unfortunate. Here's the thing that you need to understand. Skukuni is a small team. Skukuni doesn't have legends that are going to be assistant coaches of Bafana. Unlike other teams. Okay. Chaka Arekwale, and I think no, people will get it. Steve, will get it. But I think Hugo Bruce is doing a very nice job. But at some point, we need to be honest. Let's not be honest to the person when he starts doing wrong. We need to even be critical to him currently when he's not doing what he is doing very well. He's doing very, very well, unbeaten. I think 24 in a row. He's doing very well, Steve. He must. He said what he said. If I don't go to FIFA World Cup. If I don't go to FIFA World Cup, I'm leaving the job. I'm retiring from this Bafana. He said so. So I hope he lived to that expectation still. But today we didn't play, man. But congratulations. No, I gave you the man of the match, deservingly so. Mbogazi. He had a good game today.
Yeah.
But those sub-ins, they were late, man. Hugo Bruce.
Lungisa
baba.
Lungisa.
Khona umsebenzi. Asivale sivare kwale tori bakala.